Hi there, welcome to Computing Corner. Ever you ever wonder how computer learn to do cool things? I'm Abdul Basit and today we are talking about something called classification in machine learning. It is like teaching a computer to know what is spam in your emails or telling it, hey, that is cat, that not a dog. Sound fun, right? Don't worry, we will keep it super simple. We will chat about what classification is and how it works and why it like having a smart buddy in your computer. Stick around. By the end, you will be a bit of computer whiz ready to explore. So, what is machine learning? So, machine learning has a three types as we discussed in the previous video. One is supervised learning, second one is unsupervised, and third one is reinforcement. So classification is a type of supervised learning. Supervised learning has two types. One is regression and the second one is classification. In regression algorithm, we predict the output for continuous values, but to predict the categorical values, we need classification algorithm. Now, what is continuous values and what is categorical values? Let's find what is this. Continuous and categorical values. First, we will discuss about continuous values. Continuous values are numeric and can take any value within a given range. These values are upon Meyer and can be infinitely divided into small and more precise values. Example of continuous values include height, weight, temperature, and time. These variables can have decimal values and can take on a wide range of possibilities. Now, what is categorical values? Categorical values, on the other hand, represent categories or groups are often used to label variables into distinct classes or types, such as gender. In gender, we have two classes, male and female, and in colors, there are different colors: red, blue, green, and classification of living and non-living things, classification of plants and animals, etc. Now, what is the journal definition of classification? Classification is the process of categorizing item into different groups or classes based on their characteristics. So this is the journal definition of classification, that it is the process of categorizing item into different groups or classes based on their characteristics. Remember this thing, based we will categorize items based on their characteristics. Now, what is classification in machine learning? In classification, a model learns from the given data set or observation and then classify a new observation into a number of classes and groups. In machine learning, we teach a computer to do this categorization automatically using algorithms. These algorithms learn from labeled data. Each item is already assigned to a specific class. In the image data set, for example, um, we have a data set of cat and dogs. In one image, in one folder, we have images of cats, which is labeled that this is the cat. And in another folder, we have images of dogs, and we have labeled all these images with the label dogs. So each item is already assigned a label. That this is the image of dog, and this is the image of cat. For example, yes, no, 0, 1, spam or not spam, cat or dog. We discussed it earlier. Classes can be called targets, label, categories. We can call it all these names. Unlike regression, the output variable in classification is a category rather than numerical values. For example, distinction like green, blue, fruit, animal, plant or animal, living or non-living, spam or not spam, etc. Classification algorithm is a supervised learning technique, which means it contains input with a corresponding output. right? We have to provide it to the model that this is the input and this is its corresponding output. Now, types of classification. Classification has broadly divided into two types. One is binary classification and the second one is multi-class classification. First, we'll discuss binary classification. In binary classification, the task involves predicting one of two possible class or outcomes. Example including spam detection, spam or not spam, medical diagnosis, disease or not disease, sentiment analysis, positive or negative sentiment, etc. The output is typically represented as either 0 or 1, where 0 corresponds to one class and 1 corresponds to other class. Now, what is multi-class classification? In multi-class classification, the task involves predicting one of three or more possible classes or outcomes. In multi-class classification, there are more than two classes or labels. Example include handwriting digit recognition 0 to 9, image recognition of various objects, cat, dog, car, etc., or document classification into multiple categories, or classification of colors, etc. The output can take one of several discrete values, each corresponding to a different class. The number of classes is greater than 2 in multi-class classification. Now, some real-world example. Classification is everywhere in this world, from spam filter to in your email to medical diagnosis, fraud detection in banking, and even predicting whether it will rain tomorrow or not. Now, how the model recognize that this item or this image is related to one category and this related to other category? It's all based on features. So what is features? The heart of classification lies in features. The characteristics we use to distinguish between classes. It's called features. The characteristics. For example, uh, we are human, and how we recognize that this is animal or this is plant. We recognize based on their characteristic that plant has some characteristics and the animal has other characteristics. So these are the features that we recognize that this things belong to this item belongs to the plants and this item belongs to the animals. Same, the computer is like this. It um, uh, it do classification based on features or characteristics. For example, in predicting whether an email is spam, features might be include the sender email address, the subject line, and the content. Okay, if you like the video, please like and subscribe to my channel and share it and leave the comment. Thank you.